The union game right now is getting people to sign cards that say in the fine print, you cannot stop paying union dues unless you notify us during one 10-day period per year, 15-day period. If you don't, you're locked in for another year. And so giving an advance notice isn't good enough. It's not like it renews annually. You have to tell them in a 10-day period. If you tell the union too early, oh, sorry, you told us too early. Your opt-out request isn't any good. So combating that is a significant thing that we're still fighting in the courts throughout the country to try to stop that restriction.
Everyday people in this room filing a lawsuit, going to the U.S. Supreme Court can seem like kind of a big deal. What gave you the confidence to actually want to go do this and want? Because you say, I was approached and I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. But I think that there's more to that for most people in this room. So what gave you the confidence to go out and do that?
Well, I think the main reason behind it was, I have to say, it was my father. Because from a young age, he taught me, you have to stand up for your principles. You have to stand up for your rights. And if you're going to start something, you need to finish it. And if you haven't got time to do it right the first time, when are you going to find time to do it right the second time? And I've tried to live in that direction. Also, I'm very proud of the fact that myself and my son were both Eagle Scouts, and taught me a lot about leadership, perseverance, and working with people, and again standing up for this country and what's right. And that's kind of where my background came in as to why to pursue this. And a lot of it has to do with principles. If you don't have a principle, then what are you doing with your life? That's how I look at it.
Amen. Bill, over to you. So U.S. Supreme Court makes this decision. Record numbers of public employees have been leaving their unions since 2018. We're done, right? No more litigation. We're out of work, basically, right?
I'm still gainfully employed. Yeah, there's still a lot of work to do, and it's the two main areas are things that I sort of touched on before. The one is the union restrictions that the restrictions that unions are placing on individuals' ability to exercise their rights under Janus, their rights to stop paying union dues. Again, the union game right now is getting people to sign cards that say in the fine print, you cannot stop paying union dues unless you notify us during one 10-day period per year, 15-day period. If you don't, you're locked in for another year. And so giving an advance notice isn't good enough. It's not like it renews annually. You have to tell them in a 10-day period. If you tell the union too early, oh, sorry, you told us too early. Your opt-out request isn't any good. So combating that is a significant thing that we're still fighting in the courts throughout the country to try to stop that restriction on employees' ability to exercise their rights. And then the second is the challenge to exclusive representation or monopoly representation. This is, of course, where the government gives the union the right to speak in contract for every teacher in the school district, whether they like it or not. That's a compelled association. The government is basically saying, the union is now your agent, equivalent to basically the union is now your lawyer for purposes of speaking to the school district. You cannot choose any other agent. The school district can only deal with that union. We believe that in and of itself should violate the Constitution. It violates associational rights. Individuals should have the right to choose who speaks for them in their relations with the government. The government shouldn't dictate who speaks for individuals in that capacity. So those are the two big things that we're still fighting in the wake of Mark's case, which again was a huge step forward. Prior to that, individuals had no choice of whether or not to pay dues to a union. If you did nothing, the union just took money out of your paycheck. As a result of Mark's case, that's no longer true, but you still have those restrictions on when employees can opt out, and of course the union's monopoly power, which is still mountains to climb.